Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to another Sims 4 news video. This time it's all about the latest expansion news for the high school years expansion. We got a trailer and 2 blog posts yesterday, and first off, it releases on Thursday, July 28th, 2022. I kind of wonder if it's going to release at 10 a.m. Pacific, given it's releasing on a Thursday. A lot of times when it releases at midnight, it's releasing like on a Friday a lot of times, but I don't know. This is just me speculating. I also expect that the base game update that will precede it will come on Tuesday, July 26th. Now, if you buy the pack by September 8th, 2022, you can get 3 bonus items. You get the Groove Tube wireless speaker, the spine reticulating gamer chair, and the Tri-Hard LED panels, and that's part of the Vibing Streamer Gear digital content. Now, if it's anything like the bonus content that came for Cottage Living, it actually gets added to the base game. And if you pre-order, it is available for pre-order. You may get that with the base game update. So you might get those 3 things early. You don't get any advantages or any early access to the actual pack itself. You can download it at release, but honestly, if you buy it at release, you can download it at release too. The only downside of pre-ordering that I have seen people have happen to them is that there'll be issues with the payment because they do not take the payment right away. They take it closer to the release. Their site indicates the time period. It may be 2 weeks early at the most. And I think a lot of times it is only about a week-ish early. So even if you were to pre-order it now, you need to make sure the funds are available on your card at the time that they take the purchase, because if they're not there, they don't send you a message that it's failed and you'll think that it's still going to download, and then there'll be problems. I know people who have had problems all the time with that. So just keep that in mind if you're pre-ordering, to make sure the money is available closer to the release date, because that's when they're going to take it. Now, I'm just sort of going to go over some of the things, mainly from the blog post, but also that we saw in the trailer. But first off, the new world is called Copperdale High, and from the blog post it says, once renowned for its booming mining industry, it's a small town nestled on the banks of Lake Lasuli, where you can truly live out your teenage dreams, explore your identity, and test boundaries through choices and growth. So they indicate that there were 7 lots built by the community creators, and in particular, Miss Griffey built Thriftia, the thrift store and local boba hangout, X Freezer Bunny X, who built the library, and Joel 1990, who built the high school principal's old money mansion. So that's 7 lots that we know for sure of. We don't know what all of the lots that they built were, but those are the 3 that we know. But hopefully there will be more than 7 lots, and that, we'll have some empty lots, and perhaps Maxie's built some themselves, though they didn't with the most recent pack, so I'm not sure whether they would have built any by themselves. Hopefully we have some empty lots at a minimum in addition to that, because otherwise it's a pretty small world. But it is saying a small town, so I'm not having very high expectations that it's going to be a very big world at all. Then the blog post goes on to comment about things to do with high school. So this isn't just high school, it's high school years. And it does say, however, that Copperdale High is the center of your teen Sims world, and they participate in everything that makes high school such a formative time in life. And they go on to, friendships, selecting your favorite extracurricular activities, and graduating into adulthood. Then it goes on to say, during school hours, Sims attend class, hang out with friends, have lunch in the cafeteria, take weekly exams. Not a fan of that. And hopefully avoid being scolded by the principal who patrols the halls. So then there's activities like football, cheerleading, chess, and computer clubs. There's events like science fair, and then you can have, stuff in your bedroom. And so the extracurriculars are an after school club or team like football or cheer, and they can practice these skill-related activities, which seems like there's new skills, participate in competitions, and experience the highs and lows of winning and losing alongside your teammates. And then it goes on, you'll even have the opportunity to navigate through the challenges and joys of young love, whether it's blissfulness of the crush stage or the woes of a teenage breakup. A word of advice, Plumbite Pier is the perfect date spot. There is an amusement park with a haunted house, tunnel of love, a Ferris wheel, and a photo booth for memories, which they showed in the trailer. And I saw a tweet afterwards where someone asked if the Ferris wheel was a woohoo spot, and it was confirmed as yes, that it is. I just can't find that response confirming it. Now, one thing I noticed and that they comment about is there's a window that a sim got out of, and it's not that all windows will be something that teens can sneak out of, but there is a specific window and trellis that is coming with the pack that sims can sneak out of it. So it seems to me like it's kind of like a window that's a door. That's just me. Sims will be able to sit cross-legged on the bed, and they'll be able to do pillow fights, they commented. They said they'll be able to use laptops, but it looked like they were using their tablets to me and their phones, but they do say specifically that they'll be able to use their laptops on their beds. But I'm getting ahead of myself because the next thing they talk about in the blog post is explore your teen identity. And these are two things that are going to be featured in the base game update also. It says, teen years and high school are the launching points for self-discovery, creating even more ways for Sims to explore their identities. A free base game update will go live alongside the release of the pack, introducing an additional new feature that will add more choice and opportunity for discovery in your Sims or to your Sims lives. And then also that the base game update will introduce body hair, but for those with the expansion pack, Sims will be able to groom and trim their body hair's natural growth over time, celebrating that transition through puberty. And they did indeed show a Sim shaving their face in the trailer. So we will learn more about the base game updates because there will be a live stream on their Twitch and their YouTube on Friday, July 15th at 11 a.m. Pacific. Now that's going to cover the base game updates. It is also going to do a deep dive into the pack itself. So then they also go on to say, express your creativity with pranks and styles. What is high school without a little mischief? In high school years, discover an all-new mischievous side to your teen Sims as they pull pranks. So they talk about they can mark up the whiteboard, leave a stink capsule in your classmate's locker, or mess with the school's PA system, but don't get caught. Successfully pranking other Sims will increase your mischief skill, but being discovered will have consequences on relationships as well as lead to trust issues. But this is where they talk about the fact that the Sims will be able to hang out in their bedrooms and they can sit cross-legged on the bed together and have pillow fights. And maybe it was somewhere else where I saw them comment. They do say about being able to use a laptop. And then they mentioned there about the window and the trellis ladder, being able to get out of the house and sneak out of the house. And one thing that is new with the pack is there's fashion is the ultimate form of self-expression. So in collaboration with Depop, a circular fashion marketplace app where the next generation comes to discover unique items, Sims can discover clothing items designed by real-world Depop sellers, and they name them in the game at the local thrift store and Boba Hangout, Boba being bubble tea. Thrift Tea is the name of the place, and earn simoleons by selling outfits they curate and hype on the new in-game trendy app and become a Simfluencer in the process. So you can take pictures of your Sims' new outfits at the mural from an artist they collaborated with, displayed on the side of the Thrift Tea, drawing inspiration from the Sims and Depop collaboration. I had never heard of Depop until I saw this, but I did look at the site to get a quick look, and it seems to be what they're describing right there. Then it goes on to talk about prom and graduation. So that is going to be something in the pack. So you'll be able to customize every aspect of your Sims prom, beginning from prom preparation and the event itself. Sims can go solo. They can ask someone to the prom. They can go with friends, or they can skip out altogether. From there, players can dive into the details, including creating and presenting a promposal sign, which they showed in the trailer, presenting the promposal sign, selecting outfits, having friends over to get ready, and voting for prom royalty. And you can plan out your dance routines, music, snacks, and more. And how a Sim prepares for and participates in a prom will impact their relationships going forward. Now, one thing I noticed about the prom is that they looked like they were doing dance routines, like they say there, that kind of look like the dancing from Get Together. So I'm kind of wondering whether the dance skill might be going to base game, because they seem to not like to have something that's in 2 packs. Like with the Wolfsbane that used to be in Vampires, they added it that they wanted it available for Werewolves. So instead of just saying, okay, well, it's in Werewolves and Vampires, they made it a base game item. So I'm just kind of wondering a little bit whether that's going to go. But that's just, again, me speculating. But it also looked like the Sims were doing slow dancing, which is something we just got in My Wedding Stories. So kind of wondering about that too. I find it hard to believe that they would put that in base game so soon. But I'm just, curious how that's going to work. And then it goes on to say, of course, high school experience culminates with graduation, the ceremony bookending a Sims time at Copperdale High. It's a chance to celebrate with friends and family and welcome in the next stage of life. Sims can prepare before the main event by inviting guests, deciding their outfit, and acquiring gifts for friends and teachers. And all the decisions your Sim has made throughout their high school journey will impact how their graduation plays out. They can choose whether or not they attend, but they won't be invited to graduate if their grades don't meet the mark. That's mainly an overview of like the blog post and some other things that I saw, but if you want some more information, that is SimGuru Maxi's source. Luth has a blog post over on the forums that I will link below, or I will do my own little quick summary blog post that I'll have the link to that in there. That will be linked below. So let me know what you're most excited about this pack, or if there's anything that concerns you a little bit. I'm kind of wondering how it's going to work if you have households with more than one teen, which I often do. So I'm really curious to hear see, hopefully in the live stream, how that's going to work. But that's going to be it for this video. Likes and comments are always appreciated, and they really help with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! So that is kind of, a lot of the details are in this detailed blog post versus the features is very high level, and this goes into more detail. So I'm really curious about how the school is going to work. I'm a little bit concerned for me personally. That's not really going to suit my play style because I play with big households. I honestly don't like the get to work careers because I don't like going to work with my Sims and leaving my whole household at home where I can't control them. And this, I'm a little bit concerned, is going to be the same, where you're going off to high school with your student, your teenager, and you're going to leave all your Sims at home and not doing anything. So I can't say this is really, honestly, my cup of tea, except for boba tea will be fun. I think there's some features in the pack that look like they all be fun. And I'm hoping the things that I'm not a fan of, I can disable. But I know it's something that a lot of people are very excited for. So I'm happy for them. And hopefully it'll be a little bit better than I'm expecting. We'll hopefully know more in that live stream, which is in 2 weeks from when this video is going to be going live. And if you're in Canada, happy Canada Day, because it's Canada Day here. But let me know what you think in a comment down below. Are you excited for it? Do you have any reservations about anything that they've shown, or questions maybe more than reservations? Let me know let me know what you think about the news and about the pack in a comment down below. Let me know if you are excited for everything that... Let me know what you think about the news in a comment down below. So are you excited for this pack? I think many people are, from what I can see. Let me know what you're most excited for in a comment down below. But that's going to be it for this video. Likes and comments are always appreciated, and they really help with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!